Hi, I'm Tim, and you are right on time. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. I am T Mosso at thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a 2020 model year limited edition of 500 pieces in stainless steel. This is the Tag Heuer F1 Fragment Chronograph, a collaboration with style house Fragment Design of Japan, a brainchild of founder Hiroshi Fujiwara. This watch fuses historic Heuer elements with Fragment Design's unique taste in horology, and of course it is part of the Formula One line of high-performance sports watches, so all three of those threads coming together here. It's 44 millimeters in diameter, 14.3 millimeters thick from lug tip to lug tip. If you just measure the case, it's 49.2 millimeters. If you add the end links to the bracelet, it's a little bit wider at 49.6. The spacing between the lugs is a bit irregular. A 21 millimeter strap will fit, but I measure it at 21.4 millimeters, so it's an odd tweener size. Now, Fragment previously collaborated with a Carrera design, a smaller watch, a less ambitious project. This one's more fully realized because it takes the Tag Heuer Formula 1 chronograph, it interprets it through a fragment lens, but it also channels the Heuer Viceroy Ottavia 1163 chronograph of the 1970s, and you can see that's in evidence throughout the design and color scheme of this watch. It is bigger though. This is a modern watch and there's no mistake in that. 44 millimeters in diameter and fairly massive. On my wrist of 16 centimeters circumference, you can see you're going to want a wrist at least my size to wear this. If your wrist is any smaller, you're probably going to find that the edge of the watch starts to overhang your wrist, and that point of overhang is the point of no return for me. It's where I just say flat out no, don't go there aesthetically. This though, or a larger wrist, will work out just fine. It's perhaps not as thick as you think. There's a little bit of a slope to the bezel, and it's under 15 millimeters, so it will fit underneath a jacket cuff and probably a surprising number of shirt sleeves. The bracelet on this model was an exclusive to the model. As you could see, we have staggered link alignment, staggered link size, and then a combination of satin and polish. It's an upscale look, somewhere between a dress watch bracelet and a sports watch bracelet. You could see that removable links are fixed by pins and sleeves, so if you want to size this at home, you'll need a block and a punch. That said, it's less likely to result in visible damage than a screw system, because I found that small diameter screws do tend to strip off, so this will protect you from that eventuality. Taking a look at the clasp, twin trigger release, double fold, and you have to press both triggers to pop it open. One is not enough. This gives you a great deal of physical security on the wrist, and the swing arms and the chassis are thick gauge steel. Taking a quick look at the case, you can see that the end link does integrate the bracelet into the case. Not quite to the degree of a Royal Oak or a Nautilus, but this is like a Rolex level of integration where the lug is matched by the slope of the link, and the link hugs the curvature of the case. So a nice blending. There's no daylight between them, in other words. What we have here is a watch that is remarkably robust. We have a ceramic insert over the bezel, we have a screw-down crown, and though Formula One might evoke motorsports, it's still 100 meters water resistant, so if you wish, you can take this swimming. That said, it's not a dive watch. Some Formula One series watches are. This is a non-rotating bezel. It is exclusively a tachymeter, which when used in conjunction with the chronograph, will allow you to gauge the speed of an object, such as a race car over a kilometer. And again, we have that ceramic insert to give it greater scratch resistance. The dial is matte black with red accents. We have red varnished accents on the hour and minute hands, as well as the chronograph seconds hand. And we have the Fragment Design logo above Tag Heuer. It's really minimally printed. There's not a whole lot on this dial. Some brands will print a book, and they don't know when to stop designing. Fragment pared this back, and in this instance, less is really more. More is more sometimes. That's the Roger Dubuis and the Hublot approach. I'm glad to see Tag and Fragment rethought the idea. Fragment does brand this explicitly, and as you can see, we have a small black-on-black date disc. I always love it when a date disc is the same color as the dial. If you're going to do it that way. The watch has two subsidiary setting modes. One of them is hacking or stop seconds. The other is a quick set function for the date, so you can rapidly cycle that. See how that works. Allows you to rapidly cycle if the watch runs down or encounters an irregular length month. Now, there's also a vertical clutch system in this chronograph, so when you engage the chronograph, note how the seconds hand does not jump or stagger at all. It begins seamlessly because there's no play in a vertical clutch. Similarly, because it is a vertical clutch, you can leave it running full time if you just like the look of a running center seconds hand. With a vertical clutch, again, no additional wear and tear on the watch. It's also equipped with a column wheel function cycler. So the sound and the feel is really quite exemplary, among the best in the business. You don't need a super expensive chronograph to have great pusher feel, and Tag Heuer's really proved that with this Heuer 02 caliber. Now, you can't really see it because Fragment decided to put this cool smoked red sapphire crystal over the movement itself, but I'll let you know what you're getting. Automatic winding, 80-hour power reserve, 4 Hertz beat rate, column wheel, vertical clutch, 33 pivot jewels, and a very robust timekeeper. These have been proved through many models over the years to be durable and reliable timekeepers. And of course, this movement is built in-house. This is a Tag Heuer movement. So while many Tag Heuer watches do include customer calibers from the world of Sellita, ETA, and others, this is a manufacturer movement. It is Tag Heuer's own movement inside Tag Heuer and Fragment's own watch. This is a fantastic 70s flashback that is nevertheless modern in fit, finish, materials, and engineering. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.